Seeing no hands being raised that they want to participate in the visitors' comments, we'll move to discussion items. At this point, the board members may request to add an additional discussion item. Anyone want to add something for today? Okay, we did talk about a discussion item last time after the public session, and I think we said we put it on here and just cover it again, and any updates that happened for the First Avenue bike path. So Dr. Skinkus, why don't you take us through that for the public a little bit?
President Welch and I met with representatives both from Riverside and North Riverside. There was a landmark article on this a few months back about the county supporting the second leg of the bike path, which would connect the portion we contributed to on 31st and 1st, attaching that so it goes all the way through to 26th Street. The county is serving as a primary funding source for that. However, we have been in discussions with Riverside and North Riverside to help with some of the engineering cost or some of the intersection cost, so that the way the plan is going to be modified to account for the crossings of First Avenue and 31st, and then a crossing again at Golf and First, so that the intersections are safe for the students and community members that use that path. So we're looking at possibly contributing from the district to the project approximately $20,000 to $25,000 based on some of the numbers we'll receive from North Riverside, who's serving as the lead on this project. This project does serve several of our students from North Riverside. Gives them an alternative route of transportation to the school, whether taking a bike path or using it as a walking path. But I also think it serves the good of all the communities, because I know I see a lot of people on this on the weekends and using the bike path as well.
And whenever it's suggested, we turn away from having the students go through the bike path in the woods to get to school, right? So that's not an option we're supporting at all if it's being brought up. And these lights at the intersections are going to be, the improvements at the intersections, including the lights, are going to have countdowns for the bikes to cross and pavement markings and things like that. And safety of the students is what we're looking to help contribute towards, to get the students who wish to flow south on their bikes or whatever down and have a safe path to Harvey High School.
Now, I don't know if Tim will be able to, I'll have to check with the auditor to see if in the event we need to make this contribution, we should have roughly $20,000 to $30,000 once our expenditures are complete in the capital fund of Fund 60 that we could possibly contribute towards this project. I'm not sure if the auditor would allow that, if this would necessarily be seen as capital.
Sure. Well, we can figure it out.
Yeah. And, you know, many months went by where we didn't talk about this at all because we were hopeful that the state might get a state budget at some point where some of the bike path money was going to come out of that. And since that didn't happen, the county commissioner, Tobolski, stepped up and has got a commitment to fund the vast majority of the project, and looking for communities to work together and institutions to work together and have some financial input and to support the project. So that's kind of a wrap up of what we discussed last time and where we are to date. So any questions on this side?
No, good job.
Okay, any questions over here?
Actually, Mike, can I ask a quick one? We talk about it as a bike path, but would that be, does it get plowed in the winter when there's snow if the kids want to walk?
North Riverside handles the maintenance and plowing.
Okay,
And even though there's no bit of this path inside of North Riverside, they've stepped up as the lead on the project.
Okay.
And they've stepped up on the lead as getting a plow down to the high school.
Okay.
To clear it for the community and particularly the kids who want to use it.
Great.
This side?
Yeah, my question is, and I think we've discussed this before, at least obliquely, about the, from the Golf Road to 31st, going along First Avenue versus going along the the east side of Golf Road.
And
Is that-
we're going to follow up with the people engineering and then the lead on the project to see what's available or what can be done, or.
Yeah, I mean, my main concern on that, just from the common sense test, and I know Gary has shared this, is you go, I mean, anybody can drive down there and see, you know, the trucks, and in terms of kids' safety, just as long as that's thoroughly looked at.
Yep.
The other point is, if it went along the west side of Gulf, would that be easier when Brookfield finally wants to build a connector?
Can't go along the west side of Gulf because the zoo
I mean,
has completed their entrance.
but the east side, I'm talking.
East side
if it-
possibly.
Yeah, I mean, would it, in the future, would it affect Brookfield basically hooking up with that?
I don't know.
Because if
You
you
know,
build
the
it on
bike-
First
The last
Avenue.
year or two that the bike path discussions have been occurring, Brookfield has not been at the table because a lot of this stuff is occurring in areas that were not in Brookfield, so.
I mean, maybe it wouldn't make a difference in the length of their path if they were to do it, but I'm just trying to think ahead, if it would. It'd be another reason to bring it down Gulf as opposed to First Avenue, maybe,
Yeah.
so.
We'll share
just
that
if
along
you
with
could
the
just
group.
I just know that when we did the various sections of the bike route, the section from Prairie east to Hookup was the most expensive part of the whole bike path project.
Well, you know, you can always wishful thinking, you know.
Yeah. Okay,